So here I realize one of the phantoms is coming through. And I think these two phantoms are the only ones that show up in my game. The other two that I summoned are the ones that disappeared or were invisible. And the only reason why I summoned him here is because I knew I would have a little bit of trouble with this black phantom here by the boss. And I didn't want to cheese it and run through it. And again, I didn't want to. I didn't want to be. I was going to be a wimp and not want to do it on my own. So I wanted to aim. I wanted to aim my soul arrow, but I couldn't find that button, knowing that the phantom was going in that quick. So I kind of fucked that one up a little bit. But this is the good thing about having a phantom, is you just straight off hits and just confuse the AI. A little cheesy, but got her done. And it looks like that phantom saw something there. And that's a cool thing too, that when you're phantoms now, once in a while, enemies will drop an item. So, because we still don't know what the reward is for the phantom when he kills the boss. Is it a human effigy? Because I think I saw some YouTube videos that the enemy dropped a human effigy for them for normal kills. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that one. So here's the boss area. Know pretty much what to do. But what I want to try and do though is, in the real game, is I want to get a bow, like the dragon bow or something like that. And I want to see if you can hide in this, like in one of these nook areas, and you can, as soon as he passes by, you can go out and you can hit the guy on the back of the chariot and see if he falls off. I want to see if there's other, is it always the fight against the horse, or can you hit him somehow? And here I tried to roll under it, but just a little bit too late. Yeah. Didn't quite make it there that time. So with the magic of editing, right back at the boss area. And I figured, yeah, let's try and summon some more people. So here I realized I wasn't in full human form. So let's pop an effigy. And it was weird having the interface kind of scroll sideways, as we're so used to having going vertical. So that was just weird to the eye, to see it have to go from left to right. See, there's the small one there. So that's what I'm thinking people are going to be doing, is leaving small signs like that. Because all they're doing is going in, go and kill the boss. So, but as you can see here, this became a huge joke. I think I tried to summon at least 10 people, and every one of them failed. And I heard through the grapevine that I think it was the first beta they had, or the second beta they had, that when the summoning sign failed, it gave you the reason why. But I didn't see anything besides summoning sign disappeared. Of course it disappears because I'm trying to summon it. So I figured, screw it, let's just go ahead on in. This boss looked pretty easy. I shouldn't say easy, but you know, it's all I gotta do is hide in the corners. That fog door. I got killed later on the Skelly boss a couple of times because of that fog door. Because they could hit you as you're going in. And those things there, they remind me of the pinwheel boss in the catacombs, like mini pinwheel bosses. So there's quite a lot of demon souls and dark souls in this. In reality, there was pretty much only two new enemies, a couple of new enemies, the big fat guys with the shortles and the basic zombie guys, but the rest of them were pretty much throwbacks to the previous game. So let's really hope that like from Demon Souls to Dark Souls, I think they had 30 different enemies in Demon Souls and over 100 enemies in Dark Souls. There was that huge leap of more enemies and new enemies. So let's really hope they also have a lot of new enemies in Dark Souls too. Because I felt that was a little disappointing. I'm fighting the same things over and over again. And here I found, was that the lizard staff? I think the lizard staff was coming up, and holy shit, that was a cool looking staff. It ended up being, I think I had a little bit extra fire damage, like four points in fire damage extra. I used it from here on in, but it didn't give anything extra though. It wasn't anything crazy, like the insanity catalyst or anything like that. But thank God for this sword. Wow. Yeah, I was just hoping I wasn't gonna run out of HP before I killed them. That was just a toe-to-toe who had the most HP. And there's those swings again. You gotta follow that same direction you want to swing with your left hand stick. That's going to be really interesting to get used to. You have to train your brain all over again. It looks like maybe swings, horizontal swinging weapons are probably going to be the most favored earlier on in the game compared to horizontal. Compared to vertical swings, because those are harder to strike with enemies. Now just pulling that lever felt a little meaty too, so I like that. Like it felt like there was something to pull. And that was a good free aim right there. And this, the dark magic, or whatever that is, that reminds me of the dark bead. And you could see Cobra's having problems there. His screen just froze. So there was some issues all around. And with no other beta testing, this seems like it's going to be the last chance for them to really get any testing with the public done and over with. Because I doubt if they're going to have 60,000, 30,000 people testing the final product. Because it's pretty much getting down to the nitty gritty. What is it? Mid-November. It's coming out in March, so you figure they're almost done the game. If not, because it's still going to take them a month or two to make the game on the disc and get them shipped out across the world. So you figure by the end of December, they have to have that game finished. And boom! One last swing. This is pretty much an easy boss. Just circle around. So there you go, folks. This was my playthrough for just the first boss. I do have another hour or so for the second boss, but I struggled a lot there. A lot of close quarter battles on the ledges. Going towards a Skelly boss, so I got to do a little bit of editing on that one. Hopefully I have it out in the next couple of days. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For the people who didn't get a chance to try the beta and that are veterans of the game, you're going to find it quite a lot different. The actual mechanics of swinging is a lot different. There's a split second that it takes to swing your weapon. There are penalties. Quick note on this boss. For some reason, couldn't figure out why his dialogue couldn't go any further. Was thinking maybe it's because I haven't invaded anybody or killed an invader. So I wanted to save him. I didn't want to kill him just yet because I wanted